Good afternoon, Lions. Today we have a special episode of Roar News for you. As I'm sure you can all recall, COVID heavily impacted our lives at school as well as outside of it. With the impact steadily declining, let's take a few minutes to reflect on the past 27 months.
The corona pandemic has had a devastating effect on the lives of high school students all around the world. Activities such as sports, parties, and school functions have been canceled as an attempt to keep students safe. Today, we take a look at high school students from a small international school in the Netherlands about how COVID-19 has affected their social lives. Here is what 16-year-old Mina Aman has to say about being an active student during the pandemic.
Being an active student during the pandemic is very difficult. I say this because I'm a cheerleader. So, because of Corona, it has impacted how close we're able to work together, our traveling, and the things we're able to do. Those things are fundamental, whether it's soccer or basketball, cheerleading, gymnastics, whatever it is, those things are really important. So by not being able to do those things, it changes the perspective on how much you like cheerleading and how much you want to participate, if you're in the mood for it, because it's not like how it should be theoretically or how you would like it to be. So of course it gets frustrating, but we all know what we need to do regarding Corona.
With the possibility of having sports canceled completely, these students face constant anxiety of missing out on having a normal childhood. We now go to a high school senior who's excited about the possibility of having senior prom.
I'm a senior in high school right now, and I have not been to a single prom yet. Considering the pandemic right now, if we really break it down, freshman year, you don't really go to prom. Sophomore year, the prom was cancelled. Junior year, the prom was cancelled. So I'm really hoping to have that experience of being able to get the nice dress and take pictures and go to the actual dance like I'd always see in movies.
While this school year comes to a close, we hope the pandemic will finally secede so that teenagers can be teenagers again. Signing out, this is Ladana Anderson from AFNorth High School.
Wow, Amina and Maria really emphasized the importance of having fun in high school. Teens deserve to be teens by creating meaningful memories in high school and their favorite sports or with their peers. Teens deserve rewards for all the hard work as students they put in. Speaking of hard work, Maggie brings the attention to our AFNorth cheerleaders and how they have been drastically affected, yet have continuously pushed through no matter the setbacks of COVID.
Every aspect of our lives has been affected by COVID. Today I'm here to give you a glance on how AFNorth's cheer team is continuing to do what they love while staying safe. Our cheerleading team practices every day after school for 2 hours. They learn dance routines, cheers, and stunts, all for games and competitions. Because of COVID guidelines, this has become more of a challenge. First, they weren't allowed to stunt. Then, that rule was changed. After that, all games were canceled for the month of December. Lastly, our school is at risk of going online all the time, causing uncertainty if they'll be ready for their competition at the end of the season. Here's a word from the cheer coach at AFNorth.
So cheers adapted to COVID a lot over the last 2 years. When we first started, we were masked inside, outside. We weren't allowed to touch. We weren't allowed to stunt. We could barely use pom-poms and signs. Figure out safe COVID guidelines for cheer that include stunting, tumbling, and a full return to our sport. So now we can do pretty much everything with a mask.
As a team, they are working through the challenges that are put in front of them and overcoming them. Currently, the cases in the Netherlands have risen exponentially, and this has affected all sports. Nothing is set in stone as of right now, but stay tuned to see what our cheerleaders have coming. Reporting from AFNorth International School, this is Maggie M. for War News.
We can clearly see that school, as well as sports, have been heavily restricted by the coronavirus. However, even in our downtime, we still remained heavily impacted by the virus, as shown in the next video.
Greetings, AFNorth Middle High School. Anybody willing to take a vacation during the holiday season may find some difficulty with travel. Recent events as of December 2021 have sparked many European countries to be more diligent when checking for vaccination and testing. Frequent skier Michael B. experienced the slopes firsthand.
We had to wear masks on lift lines as well as gondolas. There were times where we had to scan our QR codes to get into the queue before we scanned our lift ticket. The regulations made it safer for us to ski and be in public places. I was all in support of it. Both of those ski resorts were absolutely enormous. Ski resorts in the U.S. are big. These two resorts were very, very large and lots of skiing area. It was a lot of fun because we were skiing as a family together, and that was really enjoyable, being out there on the slopes, doing something we all enjoy, and really being together and having a fun time. The skiing was perfect for a family. My wife Julie and Bella, they like to ski intermediate slopes. I enjoyed Zermatt a little bit more. It was incredible to ski there, right at the foot of the Matterhorn, really a landmark mountain. The town was really, really cute. You had to get there only via train.
Workers in Val d'Isere and Zermatt are checking for corona vaccination QR codes before taking to the slopes. The process used to be that a ski pass must be scanned before taking a gondola, cable car, or ski lift. But now, people must scan your QR code before boarding any gondolas at the bottom of slopes. Skiers and snowboarders must also wear masks in eating facilities and when riding gondolas, cable cars, and ski lifts. From AFNorth International School, this is Bella reporting for Roar News.
Wow, I can't believe an environment like the slopes were just as affected by the pandemic. Thanks everyone for taking the time to watch our special Roars episode. Enjoy the rest of your day.